Ruslan.
Recently, we have seen the rapper known as John Gabbana, formerly known as the world star sensation Boonk Gang, give his life to Jesus, get baptized, the whole bit. Now, this brother got a wild testimony. He comes from just kind of pretty wild debauchery. He's the guy who passed out from getting too high and drunk on No Jumper, Adams 22. That was like a big deal. And so to see him come to the faith has been pretty astonishing. But what's been the coolest is to see how he's sharing his faith specifically, and how sound he is theologically. Okay, I'll give you guys an example. So this is his Instagram, Sir Gabbana. You can, if you go over there, you know, send a dude some love. I'm trying to get him on the channel. So hey, Mr. Gabbana, if you're watching this, come on, talk to your guy. So here's a video of him getting baptized, and he's doing these like little videos every day, kind of sharing about his faith and coming into good theology. And you know it's an interesting time where this brother's theology is really on point. Check this out.
Straight in, no questions asked, and I got my notes. Check me out. Achievements surpassed, records broken, reputations fade, tributes forgotten. So what's the point in life? Let me tell you, you were created so God could love you, but we have sinfully wandered away from God, and we need a guide to lead us back. Jesus is that guide. He is the one and only way to God. John 14:6, he said, I am the way, truth, and life. No one can come to the Father except through me. And not only that, he's God himself in human flesh. John 14:9, he say, if you anyone who has seen me has seen the Father. And I want to say this. Man has created many religions in the attempt to reach God. God in his love have gave us Christianity, where he attempt to reach men. Think about what I just said.
Sheesh. Yo, okay. So this man said a whole lot in 1 minute. His name is John Gabbana. I think that's how you say it. Sir Gabbana is his handle. He said a whole lot. He hit like all the essential Christian faith doctrines. So you know it's an interesting time where a brother like this is more theologically sound than a lot of other folks y'all be looking to for leadership in Christian circles. So I appreciate that. Some would say, well, is it too soon? Is it premature for him to be talking about his faith and sharing it so openly and so on and so forth? And I would say, hey, listen, if he is where he is and he's passionate, let him share. Now, I'm not throwing him up on a pulpit. I'm not booking him to come out to a youth group and do any raps or to preach. But hey, this is his Instagram. This is his platform, and he wants to share. And I think it's dope. And I think him putting himself out there, there's a degree of, I won't say accountability, but I think he knows that as he's being more transparent, more congruent, if and when, God forbid, he does have a misstep, people are going to call him on it. They're going to hold him to it, right? And so I think this is good, and I think it just goes to show how much of Jesus is getting out to the most interesting pockets of life, the most interesting people getting radically saved and being passionate and on fire for God. I think this is really cool. His audience is not Christian, like at all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure he may be losing followers over this, but the fact that he's unapologetic, the fact that he's theologically sound, the fact that he's hitting all the points, like Jesus is God, like man is trying to create religion, but Christianity is God's way of connecting with man. Like he hit a lot of really, really good points, and so I'm happy, and I pray that he gets plugged into a solid church and gets discipled and all that kind of stuff. And I'm excited to see, hopefully, this transform his music. Hopefully, this transform how he navigates now that he's a Christian and he's an artist. And what is that going to sound different? God willing, it does. How is that going to sound different? All these different things I'm very curious about. And so I'm praying for John Gabbana. I think I feel like he's going to raise up and do some cool stuff. So keep that brother in prayer. Hopefully we could have him on the channel. But I just wanted to highlight him, man. And again, you go on his Instagram, you can see a video of him getting baptized. Seems like he has some good folks around him. He still seems like he's working through some things. It is life, but by and large, man, I'm pumped. Like, I think this is only going to open up more eyes and ears of people who are excited to hear about Jesus, even though they may be unsure, even though they may not be fully tapped in yet to who Jesus is, his true identity. But I tell you what, everything he said in that 1 minute, pretty spot on theologically. Like, pretty spot on theologically, more so than what a lot of folks in the Christian space are saying and doing. So shout out to him.
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
Joshua the King came down and bore it all. Yeah. Conversations front of the fireplace. All of my mistakes, how do I erase? Wanna operate at a higher pace. Birth pains causing the body to dilate. On a first name basis with the worst pain facing. Moments in isolation. See, I was hoping I would do this to get more family time. A busy mind and worried heart is just not where I reside. I subscribed that all that traveling wasn't doing well for my soul. Glad I never made it when my name went through the rumor mill. I suppose that the Lord knows I'd have failed. Instead, I'm doing well at home, out my shell. Good book off the shelf, more dubs off the else. I told Ray they ain't just gon' know us.